Hello everyone, my name is Piper, and today I'm going to be teaching you how to edit your podcast audio on Adobe Audition. So first things first, you're going to want to drag the raw WAV file from either your desktop, but you can also do it from a hard drive or directly from your SD card, a downloads folder. You want to drag that directly into Adobe Audition as a WAV file. So once you've done that and you see all of the sound waves here, we're just going to give this a quick listen. Hi everyone, this is a sample audio recording for the Sip and Share Podcast Toolkit. This is me recording on mic 1. And this is me recording from mic 2. I've intentionally left the fader a little bit too low, so notice how my voice is much lower here than it is on mic 1. Now if you don't have the luxury of soundproofing, your next best option is to record in a quiet room with soft furnishings, like a closet. But let's say you can't record in an ideal environment. Say you're stuck in a room with background noise, like this. Hear that? We'll fix that with the noise reduction process. And finally, we don't want all of this fluff in our episode. I'll show you how to remove all of this dialogue so the episode picks up from this line right here. This is going to be the best episode ever. Don't forget to pick up that room tone. I'm leaving 30 seconds of established silence after I say goodbye so we can have that white noise isolated. Thank you everyone for listening. And the rest of this will just be room tone. So the first thing I'm going to do is edit the speech volume. So you saw that on mic 2, it was a little bit lower, and you can even see those lines are smaller than the initial ones from mic 1. What we're going to do is we are going to just raise the decibel level and then compress the audio so the quality matches. Another easy way that you can do this, for example, if it's throughout the episode that one speaker is a little bit louder than the other, you can hit the speech volume levelizer, which I've put a picture in. It's in the effects panel. That is another easy way that you can match the audio level between the two speakers, but I find that going through, when you can more so spot conceal, it's a little bit less invasive and it doesn't amplify any background noise, whereas the speech volume levelizer may. So after that, we are going to capture the noise print of that background noise that I had pointed out before. It was just standard background noise that you would hear in a coffee shop, for example, but it's not something that you'll want on your podcast audio. So go ahead and highlight a section of your audio where that sound is completely isolated. And then you'll capture the noise print and then select the entire episode. You'll hit the noise reduction process. So once you go ahead and hit apply, that will get rid of the sound by itself and also underneath your voice when you are talking. And after doing this, there was a little bit of reverb that came with that, so I'm just going to do a light reverb reduction in the effects panel to increase the quality of the episode a little bit. Now after this, the last thing that you want to do is cut out any speech that you don't want in your final episode. So when you are recording for an actual podcast, normally you will get a transcript back from one of the producers where they mark the dialogue they want in the episode and the dialogue they would like taken out. And with that, they will give you timestamps. Now, timestamps are the easiest way to identify where something is. It's easy in a short clip like this, but when you have a longer, close to an hour-long episode, it's a little bit more difficult. So you'll want to work back to front so you don't misalign the time codes, and you want to include as seamless of a transition as you can. So try and cut where people are taking a pause in between words that end on heavy consonants so they're not as flowy between vocabulary. Those are the easiest ways that you can make those cuts. And of course, you'll want to cut out all of the room tone at the end. It served its purpose capturing that noise print, and now it's no longer necessary. So let's take a final listen to the audio. Hi everyone. This is a sample audio recording for the Sip and Share Podcast Toolkit. This is going to be the best episode ever. Thank you everyone for listening. And with that, you can go into the File tab and export your recording. We use a specific naming convention with the date and the last name of the guest, but whatever works best for your team will do.